Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing my coconut chicken curry recipe and I'll be pairing it with some egg fried rice. This combo is the bomb. It's truly delicious and has the right amount of flavor, and it's so easy to create and replicate in the kitchen. I don't even need much ingredients and stuff, just very simple things you can find in your kitchen, and then you can use this to treat yourself, impress your guests, and treat your family, especially this Christmas that is coming. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you want to learn how to make it, then you have to keep watching. So for this recipe I'll be using fresh coconut milk. You can also use the store-bought one, but I prefer the fresh one. It adds more flavor to your meal. So I'll go ahead now to use a knife to pry a hole in the eye of the coconut so as to extract the coconut water. I enjoy drinking it. Then I'll place it on a cup and allow the water to drain, and this is all the water I got from 2 coconuts. And then here are my veggies and the egg I'll be using for the egg fried rice. Then I'll go ahead now to use a knife to pry out the meat from the coconut shell. If your coconut is well matured, this meat comes out very easily. Then I also heard that you can roast your coconut a bit on open flames and then the meat comes out easily. I've never tried that, but maybe if you try that, you can give me a feedback in the comment section. So I'll go ahead now to remove all the shell from the coconut meat, and then we'll get ready to wash and blend. And once I'm done, I'm going to wash it, add it to my food processor. You can also use your blender, but my food processor gets the job done and I don't want to over label my blender, so I'll just pause that for a few minutes and then I'll check on it, add some little bit of warm water, and then I'll go ahead now to extract my coconut milk. Simple and easy peasy. I'll blend this the second time just to be double sure that there is no more coconut milk left in it, and then blend that again, and then I will sieve everything out and extract the milk for the last time. So this is my coconut chaff. You can use it for coconut swallow or coconut candy or whatever you want. I'll add my coconut milk to a pot, cover it and bring it to a boil. Just once the oil starts floating to the top, I'll set that aside. So in my food processor, I'll be adding some green habanero pepper, yellow habanero pepper, red habanero pepper, and some red scotch bonnet as well. Then I'll be adding some ginger and garlic, some green onions, and then some purple onions. This will be our marinade for our chicken. Then I'll be adding that to my chicken that I've already washed and cleaned. I added some chicken seasoning, some stock cube, and a little bit of salt. Just be very careful with the amount of seasoning and salt you add, because you'll still be adding some sauces that contain salt as well. I'll mix everything together thoroughly, and then I'll go ahead to add a little bit of curry powder, just very little, some thyme and some white pepper. I also go ahead to add some dark soy sauce, sweet chili sauce, and then some hot chili sauce. You can also add oyster sauce if you have. Then I'll mix everything together, cover. You can marinate it for like an hour or 2, but I didn't have such time, so I'll just place it on low heat and allow it to cook in its own juice without any water. Next, we'll be going over to making our egg fried rice. So I'll be separating my egg yolk from my egg white, and I'll be adding the egg yolk to my already cooked rice. I cooked this rice like 3 hours ago and it has already cooled down. And once I'm done with separating the egg yolk from the egg white, I'll mix the egg yolk together with the rice and set that aside. Then in a pot, I'll add some margarine and then some of my pepper and onion mix, stir fry it together, and then we'll go ahead now to add our egg white and we are going to scramble it. So as I was scrambling the eggs by the side, I will allow my pepper mix, just take a little bit of the pepper mix and then add it to the egg. And once I'm done with scrambling the egg, I'm going to scoop it out of the pan, and then I'm going to add some green peas, add a little more margarine, and then fry that a bit till it is cooked. Then I'll also season it with a little bit of salt, stir fry it more, and then I'll start adding my rice. Remember, we mixed it with our egg yolk, so I'll add that and then stir fry everything together till it is thoroughly combined. Then I'll be adding in just a drizzle of dark soy sauce for flavor and color. Mix everything together till it is thoroughly combined and the soy sauce is well mixed and incorporated into the rice. So once everything is combined, I'll be adding our scrambled eggs. Stir it together, and then I'm going to cover the pot and allow it to simmer on low heat just so everything comes together. I'll check back on our chicken and it has produced all of this juice. Remember, we did not add any drop of water. So I'll stir it in, and then I'm going to be adding our coconut milk, the coconut milk we extracted earlier. I'll add that, stir, cover, and then bring it to a boil. So I'm going to check back on our rice. Then I'll add some spring onions, just a little bit of carrots just for color and flavor. Stir everything together and our egg fried rice is ready. I'll check back on our chicken and it has started boiling. I'll stir everything together. Then to thicken this sauce, I'll be adding corn flour slurry. This is a mixture of a tablespoon of corn flour and then 2 tablespoons of water. It's also called cornstarch. I didn't want my curry to be too thick, that's why I just used very little corn flour. I'll stir that, bring it to a boil, and remember, as it cools down, this sauce thickens the more, so just be very careful with your corn flour. I tasted and adjusted for seasoning. I added some salt, a little bit of seasoning cube, and then I'll be adding my veggies now. So first I go in with my carrots. I slice that, not too thin and not too big. Then you can do it in any shape or size you want. And once the carrot has simmered a bit, I'll be adding the rest of the veggies, which are just the yellow bell pepper, the red bell pepper, the green bell pepper, the purple onions, and then the green spring onions. I'll add all the veggies and then stir it into thoroughly combined. And at this point, our sauce is ready. You don't have to cook these veggies for long so they don't get soggy. So lastly, I'll be adding my cabbage, which is the last vegetable I'll be using for this sauce. You can choose to skip it or you can add more veggies of your choice. Broccoli goes really well in chicken curry, so I'll just add the cabbage and stir it in. You just have to add the cabbage last because it gets really soft and we don't want soggy veggies in our chicken curry. So I'll just stir that in and then I will allow it to simmer for a minute on very low heat, just very little, and then our sauce is ready. It is looking sweet and delicious, and I'll be serving this with our egg fried rice. This meal, oh god, it was too good. It was just delicious. If you don't have self-control, you will eat and eat, your stomach will burst. This was really good and it's very easy to make. You don't even have to stress yourself, and it's very healthy as well because you don't use lots of oil or lots of butter or margarine. Just very simple and straight to the point. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you give it a trial. If you've not subscribed to my channel and you've watched up to this point, then you might consider doing so. See you guys in my next video. Bye.